Arguments expose us to fresh ideas, solve problems, and lead us to truth. To know only your side is to know little, as John Stuart Mill said. But there's more to arguing. It's a soft skill that can turbocharge your career and life. In this video, let's clear out some common misconceptions and unravel the art of arguing. Appeal to interest, not to reason. The internet saying facts don't care about feelings suggests that truth is objective, and debates should be about facts and rationality. But then again, ancient Greek thinkers understood that debates involve more than just facts. They recognized 3 modes of persuasion: ethos, pathos, and logos. Ever heard of them? Well, ethos is about a person's credibility. We tend to trust experts like doctors over random self-proclaimed health influencers on Instagram. Although this connection has weakened recently. Pathos appeals to emotions. It uses stories or powerful feelings like love and fear to sway an audience. And finally, logos relies on facts and figures. It's the logical side of persuasion, such as citing studies to support an argument. In contemporary debates, we often emphasize using facts and figures, aka logos, to support our arguments. But everybody knows, public debates are rarely won by pure logic. People are emotional, stubborn, and attached to their beliefs. Some believe we've forgotten how to reason correctly, and that training ourselves to think more dispassionately would make debates more rational. But recent research suggests that reason and emotion aren't separate and opposing forces. Humans are feeling machines that think. You can even see this in studies of people with brain damage that impairs emotional processing. They struggle to make rational decisions. Most importantly, to win an argument, you must appeal to the emotions of your audience. If the heart leads the head, pure logic isn't enough. You need to establish an emotional connection to make listeners accept better, more truthful arguments. In other words, pathos or emotional appeal can be the best way to convey logos or logic. Stories might be the key. Humans have been telling stories for ages, and stories are an essential part of our communication. Research shows that well-crafted stories are persuasive. For instance, studies indicate that people are more likely to donate to charity when they hear a story about a specific, identifiable person in need, rather than hearing about statistics. A story about an individual suffering makes the issue more relatable and emotionally engaging. Stories make complex subjects easier to understand and feel more personal. They activate empathy in the brain, turning abstract ideas into concrete decisions. So whether you're discussing a serious or technical topic, using gripping and relatable stories, personal anecdotes, or showcasing the impact on real people with names, families, hopes, and dreams can help you win arguments effectively. The art of persuasion. In debates, we're often told to focus on the argument, not the person making it, just like in sports, where you aim for the ball, not the player. Attacking the opponent instead of their argument is considered a logical foul, called an ad hominem fallacy. The idea is that the person's character doesn't affect the validity of their argument. For example, even if someone like Adolf Hitler said the Earth was round, that doesn't make it flat. But in real-world debates, there are no referees to call fouls. Ad hominem attacks can be effective, as Donald Trump and probably your partner demonstrated. While pundits criticize his name-calling, he still gained popularity and won the presidency. So we have 3 choices: insult our way to victory, always play fair, or find a middle ground. Mehdi Hasan recommends the 3rd option, using ad hominem arguments selectively in suitable situations. But what does suitable mean here? To understand, let's go back to Aristotle. He believed in ethos, which is about credibility. In uncertain situations with divided opinions, a person's character and reputation can be persuasive. When your opponent tries to attack your credibility, it might be fair to respond in kind to level the playing field. This is one context where ad hominem response might be justified. There are also other valid reasons to use ad hominem arguments. For example, when conflicts of interest are evident, it's sensible to consider them. If a study claiming climate change isn't as severe as believed is entirely funded by fossil fuel companies, it's relevant to know about this funding. It doesn't necessarily invalidate the study, but it calls for extra scrutiny. Oh, and hypocrisy is another example. If someone publicly opposes abortion rights but privately supports them, it might be pertinent to point out their hypocrisy. While it doesn't directly prove or disprove their argument, it raises questions about their consistency and the fairness of their beliefs. In essence, ad hominem arguments can have a role in debates. They're rhetorical, not strictly logical. It depends on the context. Sometimes they're just name-calling, while in other cases they help shed light on the issues being debated. The key is to consider the context and not dismiss ad hominem arguments out of hand. They've been part of the art of persuasion and debate since ancient Athens. So yes, in a nutshell, remember these. Catch your audience emotions, tell stories, and ad hominem.